What's going on YouTube? Today I'm gonna make a video about how I got scammed on Craigslist. So I was selling something on Craigslist. It wasn't for much money, and actually it was 40 bucks. And the guy seemed like an okay guy, seemed like a cool guy, seemed legit. And when I pulled to the hotel, I was meeting him. I was meeting him in a public place and everything. I got there before he did, and he actually was saying, "Hey, give me 10 minutes. I'm coming from the ATM right now." So I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'm here already. Just come. I'm in front." So he gets there. Finally, after like 30 minutes, he pulls up. I show him the merchandise. He checks it all out. He's like, "Cool. I love it." Pulls out the money. And then he was a pretty cool guy. And then except for the fact that he scammed me, but that's down the road. So pulls out two $20 bills, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense because he went to the ATM. They only give you 20s. It makes sense. So I counted and everything. He counted, gave it to me. I put it in my pocket. I usually check all my bills when I doing something on Craigslist. I usually check them all the time. This time I didn't. I wasn't paying attention, and I was caught up in conversation with the dude. He was probably trying to distract me from checking it, which it worked. And I got in the car, and I got halfway home because I lived maybe about 45 minutes away from there. I got home. I got halfway home. Then I was at a red light. I was like, oh, let me check these bills out just in case. Checked it out. Sure enough, when I held it up closely, I don't know if you can tell by looking at this which one is real, which one is fake. I had the camera on it for a pretty long time. You should be able to tell by now. So I'm like, sure enough, it's fake. Both of them was fake. First telltale sign, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the fake one. The bottom one is the fake one. Telltale sign was uh, how I want to say blurry, or how it's like it was blown up. The image quality is just like very shady and very blotchy, blurry, whatever you call it. I forget the technical term for it right now. But I looked at it closely. I'm like, wait a minute, this is like it was printed, like it was copied. It didn't look right. So then my second telltale sign was the top and the bottom edges. How didn't I notice that crappy scissor cut job? Look at that. Look at the top. Look at the bottom. Crappy scissor cut job. So now by this time I'm pissed, and I know the guy's long gone. So I was like, I'll use this as a learning experience and pass the word on to other people who use Craigslist so they can watch out. Carry one of those counterfeit pens with you. And when they hand you the money, just check all the bills. Or if you're scared, if you check the bills and the guy knows he's giving you fake bills and he see you pulling out that pen to check it, he might punch you and take the stuff and run. If you want to avoid all that, when you're texting and calling to set up a meet, ask them, hey, is it okay? I'm just letting you know I'm going to be bringing my counterfeit pen. And if they know you're going to bring something to check their bills and they're going to scam you, they wouldn't even text you back, or the deal will be done. They'll run. So that's my recommendation, and that's what I'm going to start doing, because I still like to use Craigslist because I've sold a lot of things on there. This is the first time I've gotten. So I'm going to go over these bills. Top one is real, bottom one is not. You look at the top one, right? Notice the fade in colors. It's very deep, very pronounced fade in color. Look at the bottom one. You can barely see that fade in color. Okay, second thing is the cut, obviously, on the second with the fake one. It's all messed up, top and bottom. Poor scissor, poor cut job. Third thing, if you put them edge to edge, the real one is slightly longer than the fake. Now, the texture was pretty on, like just grabbing it hand to hand. The texture was pretty on. It feels like when you get new 20s, when they put new 20s in the ATM machine, it feels exactly like that, like it was sticking together and all. And I just had got money out the ATM like a couple of days ago, and it was sticking just like that, just like this was. And I hate when it's like that. So I'm like, man, they gave you new 20s out the ATM machine. I hate that. And he's like, yeah, I know, me too. So I didn't keep rubbing it, because it was $40. I counted it, put it in my pocket. So the next thing I noticed, on Jackson's jacket here, he's wearing, on the fake one, it's smooth. On the real one, it's textured. I don't know if you can hear that. You can feel those ridges in this jacket. Okay. The next thing that threw me off, then when I was inspecting, both of the 20s he gave me had the same exact serial number. Same exact number. Okay. Now don't look at don't mind the Secretary of Treasury here, because they're different on the fake and the real one. But that goes by whatever year it is. See, this is 2013, and this is 2006. So they're different names because obviously there's a different Secretary of Treasury at the different times. So that's not a telltale sign. They can be different. So the next obvious thing, which most people know, real has, let's see if I can find the right lighting. You see the face? You see the face on the right? Face. When you hold it up to the light, you got the face. And on the other side, you got the strip. The watermark going down, it says 20 and it's spelled out 20. Face on the right side, watermark strip on the left. And we're gonna hold the fake one up to the light, and look at there. Right side, no face whatsoever. Let me let you see that. Left side, no strip. This is an easy test, you guys. If you don't have a counterfeit pen, at least hold it up to the light. And I would hold every single bill up to the light and check that, because they can be giving you, 10 20s or 350s and a 20, and two of them could be real, but the other ones, the other bills could be fake. So I would check all of them. So I'm trying to think what else besides, just look at that. It's way darker than the real one. And it just, once you look at it and pay attention to it, it just looks funny, looks off. The backs, same deal. Look at the little small 20s. The color is deep colors, deep bold colors on the real one. Not so much. The green, darker, green, lighter. It's just so, look at the font, look at the lettering. And look at it here. You can barely read it. Look at the White House at the bottom. It's spelled out the White House. Look at it here. So just be careful, guys. If you're gonna sell something on Craigslist, and especially if it's a large amount of money, I can only imagine. When you're texting or on the phone with them making the deal, say, hey, I'm trying to avoid getting scammed. I'm going to be bringing my counterfeit pen. I hope you don't mind. If they still meet with you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be giving you real money, but I would still definitely check it anyways, just to cover yourself, And always it's best to go with somebody else, have that second set of eyes with you, second set of protection with you. Always go. I like to go during the daytime. I never meet after dark. Never let them come to my house. Never go to their house. And, just meet in a public place. Even if you go to a public place, don't park in the back of a store where it's hardly nobody back there. Park right in the front where there's a lot of traffic, like a grocery store or a hotel where people's coming in and out, Walgreens. Or if they got to go to the bank and get the money, meet them at the bank. That's even better. Say, hey, I'm going to meet you at the bank. So you can actually see them getting the money out of the ATM. Then you won't even have to mark it with your pen. You just saw them get it out. Especially now around the holiday times, man, it's just a shame how much scams and dishonesty is going on every day, but it's even worse during the holiday time. Everybody's trying to get over. Nobody wants to work for it anymore. You gotta take what's yours. So that's it for this video. Just be careful. Reference this video, you know, fake, real. And I'm out.